Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well and I hope that you are all fighting that war against the grey. In today's video we have another Warhammer Black Library story to review for you. In today's Black Library review we're going to take a look at The Flight of the Eisenstein by James Swallow. Today's video is sponsored by the Warhammer merch shop. Want to grab some merch for your favourite Warhammer army? You can use our affiliate link down below to grab your next purchase and help support the channel at the same time. The Flight of the Eisenstein is the fourth book in the epic Horus Heresy series, which spans well over 100 titles in all. Our author to date, James Swallow, has also written many later titles in the series for the Horus Heresy, such as Garrow, Knight of the Grey, Nemesis and Fear to Tread. He's also written a bunch of short stories for Warhammer 40,000 anthologies, including Red and Black in Faith and Vengeance, Heart of Rage in Angels of Darkness and Blood, and even the full-length story Faith and Fire about the Sisters of Battle. As always though, when checking out Black Library fiction, I do enjoy listening to it in an audio format, whether that be as a download from the Black Library website or an app on something like Audible. I find this allows me to get some other hobby done or editing done while at the work desk and can immerse myself in the world of Warhammer while doing so. Today's story is brought to life by the voice acting skills of Jonathan Keeble, who has narrated quite a catalogue of story from the world of Warhammer, such as The King and the Spoil, The Talon of Horus and Black Legion, all for Warhammer 40,000. He's also narrated Verminslayer, Galmaraz, Age of Sigmar, and parts of Thunderstrike and other stories anthology as well in the Age of Sigmar setting. The Flight of the Eisenstein though is one of my favourite stories from the Horus Heresy. The initial 4 stories are honestly some of the strongest in all of the series and set up such a fantastic foundation of what is to come in later titles. Our story here revolves around the Death Guard Legion and in particular Battle Captain Nathaniel Garrow. We're introduced to the Death Guard as they wage war against an alien Jorgal on their strange bottle ships as they annihilate the alien race and claim glorious victory over them. From there we plunge into a story that is set simultaneously against the first 3 books, and it ends up with the Death Guard heading to the Istavan system to battle against the rebels there alongside the Emperor's children. After this, Garrow learns a plot to overthrow the Emperor has been plotted out by Horus and attempts to escape into the warp and bring message back to Terra of Horus's betrayal. However, his ship, the Eisenstein, is badly damaged, and this proves to be a much harder task than one might think. The story provides a major plot point for the Horus Heresy. With this, many of the legions and imperial personalities not yet pledged to Horus learn of his tragedy and actions and make their own moves to counter it or help it in later stories. However, it also starts maybe one of my personal favourite storylines in that of Nathaniel Garrow and his future workings with Malcador the Sigilite and the forming of the Knights of Terror, the supposed predecessors to the Grey Knights. This story is more focused on a single point than much of what has come before. While the first 3 novels had various storylines and plots in play at once, this story is much more focused on that single story, The Flight of the Eisenstein and Garrow. While the story obviously has galaxy-spanning ramification, it does all revolve around that very singular core. The story does intertwine a lot with the latter of the first 3 books, tying up various plot points and stories that diverge from those without following into it, most notable of all, Saul Tarvitz, Acton Cruz, and the first Saint Euphrati killer. The latter, one of my favourite personal characters, in fact I even named my Dalmatian after her. The story, unlike what came before, does have the treachery of the Death Guard fairly out in the open right from the get-go. It's not something overly hidden like in previous stories, which say the Sons of Horus. Garrow himself is extremely quick to catch on to things not being quite right, excluding himself by choice from the warrior lodges that are at their core an integral part of the corruption within the legions. As a character, Garrow is maybe perhaps only second to Garvey or Loken in how you're just easily able to connect with him. He's a Terran, which puts him at odds with many of those who came from the Primarch's homeworld of Barbarous, having served longer than many in the Legion since his Primarch's recovery and elevation as the Lord of the F-Guard and the renaming from the Dusk Raiders. He's slowly become part of a dying breed within the Legion and found fewer and fewer true allies and friends within it. Many of us nerds reading these stories will have some experiences of being an outcast in life, and I feel that is a point of it that makes it so easy to connect strongly with Garrow, and why he remains such a firm favourite of many to this day. This is a fantastic story in the end and sets up so much more of what is to come in the series, looking massively forward to slogging my way through the 100+ book series to finally finish it all. 4.5 stars, or for me, one of the better stories in the Heresy as a whole, but maybe not one of the true great ones. If you'd like to check out some other stories about Nathaniel Garrow and the formation of the Knights of Terror, you can check out stories such as Errant Knights, Garrow Shield of Lies, and Garrow Sword of Truth. And so that is our review of the story for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let us know what you enjoyed about it. Give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications for all the good things from the channel. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.